Let's go, let's brawl, let's talk. I'm sure you lot have seen the action on the weekend. If you haven't, tune in. The card was called Heavy Duty. Explosive stuff, man. Hope you lot enjoy it. Let's go!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
Alright, so cool. Basically, the card was called Heavy Duty. It was a heavyweight card. A great card, to be honest, going into it anyway. You could say some sort of a lackluster fight on the undercard, but it was still decent. It was very insightful. We had Joyce versus Bryant Jennings, BY, all the way from wherever he is in Philly or something like that.
Philly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, to be honest, I missed that fight. I could only catch the main card. You know, some people work, you know what I mean? But I could only get home in time to catch the Dubois fight. But, yeah, let's talk about it, man. Joyce versus Jennings.
So I watched replay, innit?
Yeah.
A bit of a poor performance from Joyce, in my opinion. It was a typical Joyce win, though. That's what I think. Even though I've heard people say call robbery on that. I don't believe that. I think Joyce won that pretty decisively. Even though there were some rounds where it was quite close, where you could give it to Jennings.
Well, can I say something? Will you give it to 118 to 112 to Joyce?
118. What's that? How many rounds is it?
That's 10-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get what?
Like I said, first round and last round he won decisively.
Yeah.
But most of the rounds were quite close. I mean, not most of the rounds. Most of the rounds that he could have won were close. But for me, it was Joyce just walking him down and
How much rounds you gave him though?
Who? I didn't score the fight. I just watched. I just watched it how it was, to be honest, and from what it looked like to me is that Joyce was controlling the pace.
I mean, I ain't got no right to even be surprised. I ain't seen the action.
He was controlling the pace.
I've heard robbery. I've heard this. I don't know.
He had a high work rate, and yeah, that's all I can say really. I mean, he Jennings was blocking a lot of punches, but I don't think he was doing enough. It was enough work rate from Jennings to actually win the fight.
But style-wise, let's talk about it, man. Like, I don't know about this Joyce guy, man. I don't know. I just see a lot of weaknesses in his game. But what I will say is that he's where he is. He's a big, tall-ass juggernaut. Comes at you, slow as hell. But he's got a chin, and he'll just keep coming and he'll keep walking you down. The geezer blocks shots with his face, you know what I mean? He blocks shots with his face. All you have to do is see the fight. He was just blocking shots with his face, you know what I'm saying? But, as good as a chin he had, we all saw in the first round, Jennings out of all people, I didn't even know he had a body shot on him like that. He caught him with a nice left to the body.
Yeah, that's right, innit? First round, he caught him off guard with a left hook to the body. And yeah, Joyce had to cover up for a good, he had to
big man.
Hold on for a bit.
Big man like him, that's right.
I do think he wasn't serious enough in that first round, because I saw a lot of this bolo punches, showboating type thing from him, which was entertaining, but you got caught with a punch, so it is what it is.
I don't know about this guy, to be honest.
There's one. The thing with Joyce is that the person that can beat him either outboxes him, has to be at a high level to outbox him, or just strong enough to take his punches and, I don't know, hurt him. That's the two way, because he's too slow.
He can get hurt, by the way. He can get. This is the heavyweights.
Yeah, they all can get hurt.
They can all get hurt, bro.
They can all have chins as well, but
Yeah, step up and level, innit?
Yeah.
It's about time, basically.
There's just ways to get hurt. It's Mike Tyson had a hell of a chin. You could never take him out with just one punch. Like Joyce, you can't. I don't see anyone hurting him with just one punch unless you're Deontay Wilder or something. But you can rack up a mad accumulation on this guy because he lets you. He just blocks with his face. He's gonna have to change that. You know what I'm saying?
I think one punch will set it up.
I actually feel like his technical skills are actually underrated because of his style and how slow he is. Because I think he's got a good boxing brain on him, but he just
decent. I think he has a decent brain on him. Decent.
He's like a B plus level, man. Sorry, man. I have to give him a B plus level on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that.
Man's actually beatable for him.
He's very beatable. He's very beatable.
I see my guy Jennings give him old school, like a couple of straight shots to the chin for him. I'm saying, if Jennings can do that, yeah, come on now. If someone else,
he's proper hittable. Like
stay as slow as he is. How can he afford to stay there too long, exchanging, just staying in the pocket too long? His inside game. It's
lacking.
Not there.
It's definitely lacking.
Yeah.
If he had a good inside game, I would rate him a bit better, but I don't see it.
And he fights at 2 miles an hour. So I don't know, man. But I think the main guy, he was on the undercard for a reason. The main card, you know, he stole the spotlight for a reason. He didn't even steal it. It was nothing to steal. It was his show anyway. If we're really being honest, it was built for Dubois versus Gorman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But I got a question though, like with Joyce, like, because he said he's a B-level fighter.
yeah.
Which B-level fighter would actually beat him?
It was a B level fight.
I think most of the top level fighters are the only ones that are gonna beat him.
I'll say
No, but I think me personally, I think White is like a B level fighter, and White beats him.
White beats him. Yeah.
Or White,
Ortiz could.
Old ass Ortiz could, yeah, I guess.
He actually could though. He actually could
He
put
could.
them hands on him.
The thing is, Ortiz is. I haven't seen Ortiz recently.
No,
His last performance was not that great to me.
I'll say David Price, bro. I'll say David Price.
Price has been a B-level fighter. What is this?
I'll say David Price. I'll say David
Price
Price
got relegated a long time ago.
I'll give Price a go. I'll give Price a chance.
I think he gets knocked out by Dave Allen.
No, I'm not gonna disrespect Joe Joyce like that. I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe Dave Allen, but Price. That's
Price has what's called that 1-2 shot.
If Price had Joyce's chin, then perhaps. But
to
say that.
Price ain't taking Joe Joyce's power.
What?
Yeah, he's not.
Price is not going to be able to take his punches.
Whoa! But look at the competition that Price. What's called Price fought though.
And lost.
And yeah, look, Tony Thompson.
No, bro.
Tony Thompson, Povetkin. This guy's, bro. He was getting outboxed by Cash Ali.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard as well. I actually, yeah.
You know what? We'll talk about Price. We'll talk about Price later because you know he's got a fight coming up.
Yeah.
We're getting sidetracked. For now, Joe Joyce, you got things to work on. I don't know, man. I think you just need to humble yourself. Stop letting your sidecar guy get in your head. You don't need to be cocky because you are slow as hell. There's just no need, mate. So.
But yeah, I think that he's got a good trainer with him, of Adam Booth. But yeah, from here on out, I think he just needs to fight. He needs to step up and fight at top level. Not top level, but step up in opposition. You know,
Dubois gonna put them paws on him. Dubois gonna put them hands on him.
That's the
heavy
next
hands.
step. Hopefully that's the next step anyways, but yeah.
Dubois put them heavy hands on him, boy.
Man, I should go sidetrack now, go backwards now. If you fought a bar, his career will go backwards. Right?
Yeah, man. But
yeah.
talking about the main card.
Main event.
Cool. Main event. Boy, we saw Dubois. That was his coming out performance, man. He really showed his colours there. Came out of his shell. We had a guy in Nathan Gorman, you know, giving it Mr. Big Balls, you know what I'm saying? Talking this, talking that. Sparred about 300 rounds over 3 years. Arguably never lost a round. This is what he was claiming. Like I said in the last video, we barely saw much of Nathan Gorman. Went out on a limb, had to say, because none of the fighters, we never seen them tested. The people in the gym seen them tested. We never seen them tested. So we went out on a limb. I think I picked Dubois. I think we all picked Dubois.
We all picked Dubois.
Yeah. By like a mid knockout.
Mid to late,
yeah. He came out and just, the fight was his.
What did we think of the fight?
The fight was it. It was a good fight.
Good
man.
fight, innit?
Excellent fight, man.
Definitely a good fight.
Man shocked. I didn't know you were gonna go down like that, man.
Yeah.
The first round, bro.
Yeah.
This was shoot.
Yeah.
I thought Gorman would take that first 2-3 rounds and everything, but
you know,
shoot, man just stepped on the pedal since first round.
Turn it up. He turned it up.
You know, I was surprised because like it showed that Dubois was actually the better boxer, in my opinion. But
in terms of like
he was boxing better.
Yeah,
Overall,
Overall,
jab,
yeah.
just like
Stronger
in
jab,
first.
getting in and out,
yeah,
leaning on
even bobbing and
first.
weaving. Like he was just, it was a very good performance by Dubois, to be honest.
And that's the thing, because we say he's methodical, but it's about how you use that methodical nature. Gorman had all the skills, but he couldn't input them in the fight. He couldn't implement them in the fight. You know what I mean?
I mean, Dubois showed me a lot in this fight though, compared to previous stuff.
Defense, when to
Yeah.
go in
So
and
I
lean
don't.
out. I like.
He's not that one trick pony. He's not like that. He doesn't have that boring of a style. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, he's exciting as
no,
well.
like, obviously he's exciting.
He is exciting.
But I meant
as hell.
like he has more to his game than just the 1-2 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
definitely got way more to his game.
The body shots as well, crucial. Like, and you can hear the thud when this guy punches. It just sounds different. Like you can hear this guy when he hits you, you can hear it. You feel it. I feel it through the TV screen. You know what I mean? Real talk. Like, he's serious. He's a serious operator down there. He's probably probably the number one prospect out of the UK. I think.
He is.
Heaviest hands.
Or
He's
yeah.
dynamite, man. Naturally a big, bulky guy. It's not excess muscle. Like, boy,
Yeah.
he's explosive. I'm impressed. I was impressed, man. Heavily impressed. And he caught him with a like a flash shot, like to like the to end the
underhand,
fight. Yeah.
Like,
Over the jab as well.
you know, with Gorman's performance though, like if I was to assess his, I felt that he could have boxed a bit more. He could have taken his time a bit more.
He
I
needs
felt
to
that
calm
every
down.
time like the ball was like coming at him, he felt the need to just like come back with his own shot.
Yeah.
He was very like wild with his left hook. Kept throwing that, kept missing.
I think it might have been a sense of nervousness.
Yeah, me too. Like just
The way he
inexperience
was,
as well.
you know, I saw him sometimes. He was like this,
Yeah.
head down, just like that. Like I don't know.
He was shocked, didn't he? He was surprised.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, man! Actually, I didn't fight that. That's why my guy like that.
Yeah.
It's something new to him, innit? So
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he's got some good skills in him. Like I've seen his skills, but it just went out the window like as soon as Dubois started like throwing his punches. I didn't see the boxing on the outside from him. That defense, he just wanted to trade with him, which made for a good fight, but as a bad plan on his part.
Yeah. But he can bounce back. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Both young.
like you lot said, was like what 6 months back in your career.
Yeah.
Career.
And the winner advances a year.
It's not a bad thing. Look at Dana White. A different situation, but he got held back even longer. And you know
He
he's.
still ain't got his title shot.
I mean, he's not got his title shot, but you know he's definitely doing well.
Yeah, he's pay per view.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a legit contender.
yeah. But yeah, man. So what's next for Dubois?
Next for Dubois, I'd like him to fight someone along the lines of like Joyce. I think that
Them
would,
two will probably have their little filling fights, and then by the end of the year, hopefully like a winter showdown.
that would be good.
Hopefully knocks the smirk off of Joyce's face. You know.
I think that fight will go down to next year, fam.
Yeah.
Maybe early next year.
Probably. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was good for Dubois, like, you know what I mean? Definitely good. He headlined the O2 at 21 years old.
Yeah.
Stay in his name, man. Show where he belongs, man. He belongs to the league, man.
Fair play to Warren. He put on a good card.
Yeah.
That was a good heavyweight card.
I rate that a 10 out of 10 for Dubois, man.
True.
For real.
Excellent performance.
Cool. So, Joyce or Daniel Dubois? Let us know who you think's going to win in the comment section. It's been Brawl. We're out.